Hey guys, James here with Detailed Image. We're at SEMA 2019 at the Griots garage booth. We're talking with Sam about all their new creations, a lot of new stuff to talk about, new polishers. We got some ceramic wax. We got all kinds of crazy new stuff. Sam, take it away. What's the latest? What do we start with?
Lots of really new and exciting stuff that we're showing you guys at SEMA this week. First and foremost, the one that I'm extremely excited about is our new 3-inch random orbital, the G8. As soon as we launched the G9, we immediately started getting questions about when are you going to redo the 3-inch. So we had it in the pipeline already, and we're bringing it to you guys this week from SEMA. We are taking orders for these on our website as of this week. We will have inventory towards the end of the month, so you will have to wait to get yours in the mail, but they will be shipping by the end of November. If you want it before Christmas, we are recommending that you do get your pre-orders in now, exactly. So complete ground-up redesign, just like the G9 was. One of the biggest complaints that we used to get about our previous 3-inch random orbital was a lack of power.
Sure.
Guys were putting pressure under that thing, and the backing plate would stall. They'd get into an uneven contour. It would tend to bog down on them. So major power increase with this tool is probably one of the biggest features. This features 700 watts over the 240 of our previous tool. So
700, 240.
Yeah,
almost
almost a 200% increase. You're going to have plenty of power for those situations where you need
Curves,
it here.
Contours, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. 6 amps, so tons of grunt with this tool. One of my other favorite features is the variable speed rocker trigger here. So this was a big challenge in development, but we wanted to keep pushing to make it happen because it's an extremely versatile and useful feature when you're running this tool. So the G9 is an on-off trigger. On the G8, we wanted to incorporate a variable speed trigger. So you'll set your max speed on your dial, and then you can feather up and down with your variable speed trigger there.
Awesome.
Another cool feature is the rocker function. So you can use the back half of the trigger with your forefingers when you're on the pistol grip. When you're on the center grip, you're able to reach the front half of the trigger with your pinky and operate it that way as well. So lots of versatility.
Seemed like a lot of cool, like ergonomic stuff with this.
Very much so.
Trigger, like you touched on. Obviously, this is kind of a cool, like it seems like you easily grip that front part.
Yeah, same kind of grip location as the G9. We wanted that front grip to be real secure. No platypus head on this since it is a compact tool. You don't want that to interfere with getting into those tight spots. Same double shot rubber on all the touch points. So when you're working hard, your hands may be getting sweaty. You're not going to be slipping off the tool at all. Really helps dampen any vibration as well.
Sure.
But you're not going to be too concerned about vibration with this tool. It is extremely smooth and also very quiet.
I thought so. I was messing with it earlier, and it is, I thought, stupid quiet.
I couldn't believe we got our prototypes just before the show. I plugged this thing in and turned it on, and I was blown away. I mean, it's a very smooth, quiet running tool. Lots of gearing improvements. It does feature the same fan-cooled counterbalance as the G9. It's going to help with cooling not only the machine, but your backing plate, your pad, as well as the paint surface. We saw up to 20% temperature reductions in the backing plate and the pad, and then up to 15% on the paint surface. So it's actually going to help the machine run cooler and keep the paint cooler when you're working.
So your backing plates aren't getting blown out. Your pads aren't delambing. There's some cooling going on there. Okay,
pads aren't cheap, so any way to help those last longer is always a plus.
Yep. I see that you got this nice feature, which I love. Right,
yeah, we finally added the rest pads to the tools. So I mean that one took us a while. I know.
Well, I remember like with these, right? It would just be like
if you didn't have the handle on there, it'd fall over on you. You'd potentially get your pad dirty and so on. So both the G8 and the G9 feature the rest pads, which makes it nice and easy to set down on a flat surface on your detail cart or
not worried about getting the pad dirty, all that stuff. Cross-contaminated.
Same ambidextrous speed control here, which is a awesome function because you can hit it with your forefinger or your thumb, which makes it really convenient whether you're left or right-handed as well. Trigger lock, just like the G9. For when you're doing the majority of your work there and you don't want to get finger cramps. And then you have the same quick access brush ports. If and when your brushes do wear out, really quick, no downtime, pop the port out, throw your brush in, and you're done.
So it seems like a lot of touches from the G9.
Absolutely.
Which is, we just tested out that polisher. We did an unboxing video. We did a little initial test on a jet black Raptor. I'm going to put that video up in the corner, guys.
Yeah, great video, by the way.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
But just, I was blown away by just like the amount of value and just, I think, small touches that really just created a really nice, well-balanced machine. I think someone that, you know, is new to detail, new to, you know, paint correction could totally pick up that tool, rock with it. And I think someone that's experienced can still appreciate it and be like, you know what, this is an awesome tool.
Yeah, and there's enough durability and performance features built in that professionals are going to love it, but it's still safe and user-friendly enough that, you know, somebody without any experience can pick one up and run with it.
Awesome.
I did forget to mention it does feature the same quick disconnect cord as well. So this has become one of my favorite things about our two new tools.
I think so too.
If you have the G8 and the G9, you only have to run one cord to your outlet, have that cord at your cart, and then instead of unplugging your tools from the wall, you just simply unplug it from the back of the tool, swap it in and out.
Sick.
Makes for a much cleaner, more organized work environment. You don't have a tangled mess of cords everywhere.
Well, yeah, I work in a giant tangled mess of, there's cords, there's out, you know.
All over, detail shops, there's tripping over cords all day long.
So this is cool to implement that, for sure.
Same 10-foot cord included, and then we also have the 25-foot option for those of you that want to eliminate the need for an extension cord.
Awesome.
Makes it easy. Even getting around large vehicles, the 25-foot is enough room for most. So, yeah, silicone, SJO, rubber cords, so very flexible and temperature resistant, abrasion resistant, whatnot as well.
Awesome. So that's cool with the G8. I see some products as well that just got released. The one that's catching my eye right out of the gate is the ceramic 3-in-1 wax. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we've been getting asked, you know, when are you going to do a ceramic? Just about every single day, multiple times a day for probably the last 2 years or so. So we finally got into it. We really wanted to develop a product fully in-house and a ceramic product that everyone could use as our first. So
absolutely,
that's why we chose the spray. The ceramic 3-in-1 wax is going to feature SiO2 silicon dioxide as well as a polymer protection package and some carnauba in there.
So a nice blend.
That's where you get the 3-in-1. Yep.
Makes sense.
You're going to get the best of all those worlds. Basically, you'll get the depth and warmth and color the carnauba contributes to, as well as the gloss and protection and durability and hydrophobic reaction that you're knowing SiO2 and polymers for. So it's a really great product. We really wanted to focus on user friendliness with this formula. Some of the ceramic products out there can be a little bit finicky.
Yeah.
So that was one of our number one goals, and I think we really did nail it. It's a very easy product to use. It's a lot like applying a rich spray wax. So you're going to want to work, you know, smaller sections, watch out for overspray, things like that.
Less is more with this?
Less is more in most situations, yes. The only situation where you'll want to use it a little more liberally is if you're working on a more neglected surface that may not have been prepped or had protection applied in a long time.
Gotcha. Okay.
It can be used as a standalone or a booster over an existing ceramic. As a standalone, you're going to see 6 months plus of durability out of it, specifically when it's applied to a decontaminated surface. So,
okay, so if you prep it properly, you go through the wash process, you know, de-iron, de-tar, clay, you know, isopropyl alcohol wipe down, strip everything off, throw this down. We're looking at about 6 months.
Absolutely. 6 months is going to be quite conservative if you go through all those steps. You should get a little bit more than that for sure.
So this, I mean, you know, obviously ceramic 3-in-1 wax, but it's, you know, it's really got, you know, you're at that kind of sealant level of durability. That's really kind of where we're getting.
You're going to be able to replace traditional sealant or wax with this product, or use it as a booster on top of something. You don't have to apply it to a completely bare surface. You can put it over an existing wax or sealant.
Okay.
But to get that full durability out of it, it's best to apply it to a prepared surface. Safe for all exterior surfaces. It's great on plastic and rubber. You know, those are surfaces that don't normally get protected, so it adds value there. Glass, chrome. An
area that typically, if you're using like a traditional carnauba wax, obviously is not receptive to that type of product, right?
Yeah, you don't want to
wax
touch
residue in rubbers. No one we all hate that,
all
right?
kinds of headaches.
Something like this,
yeah.
you could go crazy.
You can.
Glass,
Great
trim,
wheels.
I think that's one of the best things about ceramic type products is the compatibility across all different surfaces.
Absolutely.
And if someone, again, I kind of go back to this, if someone is relatively new and they're just like, oh, okay, I want a product, I want to protect my car, you could grab that and you could go crazy. I mean, you could do engine plastics, engine metal, rubber, wheels, glass.
Makes it very easy.
Makes it easy.
And anybody can do it. It's, it's not a difficult to use traditional coating where you're going to have to work really quickly and worry about highs and lows and things like that. It's very, very user friendly. The only situation that we don't recommend applying it to glass is if you already have a glass coating on your windshield.
A little too much repellency there.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you start layering products on glass, you'll lose some of that optical clarity and can get glare and things like that. So we don't want to make anything unsafe for anybody when they're driving down the road.
Absolutely. And then I saw Surface Prep Cleanser. What's going on with that?
So this product isn't quite fully cooked yet. We are still in development with this formula, but we wanted to debut it here at SEMA. It will be ready for sale right around the first of the year, so first of 2020 in January. But this is a panel wipe product. So those of you that are familiar with using panel wipes prior to a ceramic coating or
prior to this, right?
Exactly. Or a wax or a sealant. So this is a product you can use before applying any type of protection to remove, polishing oils, silicone residues, things like that.
Awesome.
It's a very quick flashing formula, uses a natural delimonene solvent, so it has a nice citrus scent, and it flashes off the panel very quickly so you can move from one panel to the next without spending a lot of time.
Awesome. So we have to wait patiently for this.
Yeah, a little bit of patience, bit of patience.
It's coming.
It also has some slickness to it, which is nice. You're going to have less likelihood to potentially put towel marks or marring into the panel like some may experience with alcohol and things like that. So it's a little safer, a little more effective, and great preparation for any sort of protection.
Awesome. And the last thing I think we wanted to touch on was the foaming metal detailer.
So this is a really cool product. We used to sell a metal cleaner that was a big customer favorite in Griot's garage, and a lot of the internal folks loved it as well.
Yep.
I still have a can at home that I've had squirreled away.
Absolutely.
But this is our replacement for that old formula. This product's been out for a little while, but it is still new this year. The foaming metal detailer, really any bare metal. So it's going to be your detailer for bare metal. Applies a nice protective layer that's going to help reduce fingerprints and dust buildup and things like that.
Yep.
And you can use it equally as much inside the house and around the garage as you can on your car. So, a lot of modern vehicles aren't going to have a ton of bare metal, so this is going to be more for some of the older classics, hot rod guys, chrome wheels,
put it on your
things
fridge,
like that.
clean
exactly.
your fridge.
It's exceptional on appliances,
Yep.
grills, things like that. Keeps the fingerprints at bay and really cleans them up, keeps them looking sharp. It is not intended to be a heavy degreaser or cleaner.
Okay.
So
Maintainer.
if you have grease or grime there,
Yep.
treat it with a degreaser like our multi-surface citrus cleaner first, and then follow it with this. But this will remove light dust, light soiling, fingerprints, even some water spots and things like that. I've noticed it'll remove.
So it's kind of like it's the quick detailer. For specific to metal, right?
Exactly.
So we have our quick detailers for paints. This is like a quick detailer designed specifically for metal.
Yep, exactly. It's safe on stainless steel, chrome, polished aluminum, bare aluminum, magnesium, all of the above.
Awesome.
So awesome formula.
Well, thank you so much, Sam. I mean, all kinds of cool stuff coming out from Griot's Garage. Stay tuned for more, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, we're not done.